So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the last segment of the night. It was the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman inside the ring, and pretty much Paul Heyman was talking to the crowd and everything, talking about how Roman Reigns is going to retain the Universal Championship and beat Goldberg tomorrow at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, then go on WrestleMania and beat Brock Lesnar and all that. So yeah, that's what Paul Heyman was saying. And then Goldberg's theme song hits. He comes out and they're face to face. Roman Reigns said how he's going to beat him down and everything tomorrow at Elimination Chamber. And then Goldberg grabs the mic. He goes like, you know what? You're not next. In terms for the Universal Championship, I'm next. And tomorrow, I'm going to take it from you. So, yeah, Goldberg versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship tomorrow evening at Elimination Chamber. So, yeah, that's going to be set up for tomorrow. But, yeah, that was the end of SmackDown. And SmackDown tonight was not that good at all. I got a lot of complaints. The face-to-face segment with Roman Reigns and Goldberg was okay. So it was okay. That's good to build of that feud. That segment, that was okay. And then the contract signing with the women tonight, it was okay as well. But the matches and the Drew McIntyre segment, those was pretty bad. Like we only have 3 matches on SmackDown. Now I understand that this SmackDown was taped from after last week's live SmackDown. I understand that, but 3 matches and all that stuff. So I'm going to talk about, first off, I want to talk about the Intercontinental Championship match. Like that match, it was a good match. Like I said from earlier, it was a good match between the two guys, but they could have done so much more better. Just like how their NXT match and all that, like they could have done way more better. Instead, the finish was, Sami Zayn was going after the leg and pinned him, just like literally pinned him, and that was it. Instead of like rolling him up or anything like that, just like he fell down and just pinned him. They could have done like the Huluva kick or something. It would have been a lot more better. Okay, whatever. That was match of the night still, but it was whatever. Ivar versus Jey Uso. I'm getting sick and tired of the freaking tag teams going on one-on-one matches. Like, one week, you got one tag team member versus the other one, and then the next week, you got the other one versus the other one. Stuff like that. I'm getting tired of that crap. It's old as hell. That's stupid booking about that shit. And then the Drew McIntyre segment went on way too long with stupid stories and all that about the cop or whatever. I don't care about none of that stuff. And it was okay segment, like I said, but that segment should have been like for something like a backstage interview or something. And then the Sheamus and Ricochet match, it was a pretty good match. So yeah, actually that Ricochet and Sheamus match was probably match of the night instead of the Intercontinental Championship, because that finish, I hated that finish. The match was pretty good. I like how Sami Zayn was going after the legs or whatever, Shinsuke, but the freaking finish, that was shit. But yeah, the Ricochet and Sheamus match, I'll give it to that match. That match was match of the night. Second was probably Shinsuke and Sami, and then third was Ivar and Jey Uso. 3 matches on a 2-hour show, that's ridiculous. Even, I understand, like I said, that SmackDown was taped from last week's or whatever, but still, 3 matches, it was shit. SmackDown tonight was shit. So out of 10 stars, I'll give SmackDown freaking 4.5. That's what I'll give it. It was bad. Last week's SmackDown was way better. And there was even no women's matches. I just realized that, like, no women's matches at all. Even no tag matches on SmackDown tonight. It was bad. Like I said, Ricochet and Sheamus was pretty good. The face-to-face segment with Roman Goldberg was okay. The segment with Ronda Rousey and all them doing a contract signing was okay as well. The Drew McIntyre segment, it was okay at best. It should have been cut down more. Should have been like a backstage segment or whatever. Didn't really care for that. The finish with Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura match, like I said, I hate that finish. And then I already talked about the tag team, about like one tag team versus the other. I don't like in one-on-one matches, at least. I don't care for that shit. But yeah, rant is over about SmackDown tonight. I mean, like I said, I understand that SmackDown has been not the best since the draft, but they still could have done better. Last week's SmackDown was way better than this week's. Could have been a lot more better. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to be doing my AEW Rampage reviews up next. Now, it aired at 7 o'clock, but I'm still doing it after this because I had stuff to do earlier. And I'll be doing my Elimination Chamber predictions and stuff later on tonight as well, so check that out as well. And I'm going to be doing my Elimination Chamber reviews tomorrow. Probably not while the show is airing, but later on that night. So yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Medeos. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, it'll all be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later.